Hi, everyone. We are joined by Oshaki Foster, who is getting ready to defend his 130-pound WBC title once again, July 6th at the Prudential Center in New York, New Jersey, on ESPN against gold medalist Hobson Conceição. Oshaki, this is another big opportunity for you as you continue defending that WBC crown that you won a few years back. Third time you're looking to defend it. How do you see Conceição as a credible opponent coming into this one?
Man, I think I see him as a perfect opponent. Especially being that he just came off a draw with Navarrete and he's fought the Shakur, he fought Oscar Valdez. So it's a chance for me to, show the world and try and separate myself from, those guys.
Right. I mean, ever since you beat Ray Vargas, you've been cutting it close though against Eduardo Hernandez, Abraham Nova. Are you looking to have a definitive performance in this one where you leave it out of the judges' hands?
Man, I think I plan on going in there and dominating, and it was just unfortunate for the Rocky fight. I mean, a lot. It was where it was and everything. So I planned on the judges doing what they did out there. I really didn't feel like the fight was as close as the scorecard said. Um, Even with the Nova fight, but I definitely plan on not letting it get as close this fight. Just staying sharp from first round to however long it lasts. So yeah.
Obviously, boxing has historically had a judging problem. Why do you feel the judges are not seeing your fights as close as they should in recent fights?
Um, the one in Cancun, I was in his country. I was a free agent with his promoter, so it was all eyes against me. Everything was stacked against me. But with Nova, um, I guess I just made it look. Sometimes I just made it look too close. I mean, when I sat back and watched it on TV though, I gave him like 3 or 4 rounds, so I really still felt it was unanimous. But I don't fault the judges. However, they said that's just on me to control it next time I get in the ring.
Right. Conceição, as gritty as they come, he's given a hell of a fight to Oscar Valdez in the past, went the distance against Shakur Stevenson, and dropped Emmanuel Navarrete twice to work his way back into a majority draw. I mean, what are you expecting from Conceição in this one?
Um, I'm expecting the same guy. He fought Oscar, Shakur, and Navarrete the same. I mean, all his fights he fought them the same. I expect a high rate, awkward guy in front of me that's got grit and he's gonna keep coming. He got heart, so that's what I'm expecting, man. I'm expecting him not to come lay down. I'm expecting him to come with his best, especially coming off a draw with Navarrete. So I know his confidence is real high at this time. So
What do you credit your career turnaround to? You were, always flying under the radar, but you've really catapulted yourself into another atmosphere over the last year or so. What do you credit that turnaround to?
I credit it to belief, honestly. Going through what I went through and just keeping my confidence up, keeping my faith. That's what really got me to where I'm like, these guys can't beat me. Even though I was 10-2 when I came back, I just always knew I never let my confidence in boxing slip. So that was kind of the big thing for me, taking everything that I went through and bringing it in to what I'm doing, the training and everything.
And how would you describe your confidence at this point of your career right now?
Oh, it's still through the roof, man. It's still through the roof. I just not trying to get complacent or anything. I'm trying to stay grinding, stay humble. I already know that um, I'm looking at myself as the champion, but until the world calling me #1 pound for pound and stuff like that, then I'll feel better. But right now, I still feel like I got a lot to work on, a lot to accomplish.
And I'm very curious, you've been fighting at 130 pounds for a while, but you fought above the 130-pound weight limit as well, too. It seems as if the big money fights for you at 135 pounds, especially with your affiliation to Top Rank. I mean, I'm sure all those guys would want a credible name like yourself. How long do you plan on staying at 130 pounds? Do you want to continue fighting some of these other champions, or are you looking to move up?
I'm gonna try to go undisputed before I move up, but I'm definitely gonna be moving up in the future. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go see them names.
Do you
I
have
need
a plan in front of you that Top Rank has presented? Let's say you win this fight. Do you know what's next for you?
hopefully the winner out of Navarrete and Oscar. That's pretty much what we looking for. That's what it's looking like, and I gotta handle business come July 6th, and we'll see what comes.
I mean, we got some other champions in the division like Lamont Roach Jr., Anthony Kakachi, who had that dominant performance against Joel Cordina. Do you think fights like those could be likely for you too?
I definitely can see Anthony. I can see us getting it in. I know Queensberry and Top Rank. They're friends. They do work together. So I see that being the easiest one outside of Oscar and Navarrete. Lamont, yeah, we just. I mean, I see that, but that would be probably the last belt that I could go for. I don't know his plans or what he got going on. But we'll let me get past. I gotta get past my guy first, and then we'll figure out what he got going.
But, like we mentioned, a lot of big fights at 135. Shakur Stevenson, one of the headliners, of course, in that division, and of course, headlining the card that you're on. If guys like Shakur, Tank, Keyshawn Davis, Lomachenko, Murataya, if guys like those want you at 135 pounds, are you willing to set aside those undisputed plans to go after them?
Um, I'm gonna do my plans first, because it's my career. I don't really go off nobody else's career. But when I move up, when I do eventually move up, then if any one of them guys, anybody call my name, then yeah, we can do it for sure.
Who do you consider the best at 135 pounds right now?
Uh, it's hard to say, man. It's hard to say, but I like Shakur, I like Tank, and I think that's the top two guys. I mean, you gotta throw Lomachenko in there, but if I'm looking like as all the above with the youth, I'm gonna go with them two guys being the top guys.
How do you? A lot of talk is always being made on what a fight between Tank and Shakur would look like. As an outside observer looking in, what do you think?
No, I don't know. It'll be an interesting fight. I think it'll be more entertaining than probably people think. Um, but you never know. I really don't know. I see myself in them positions with those guys, or in that thing. So I really don't. What I mean, I don't really have too much to say on how I feel like they fight would go. I think it'll be a great fight though.
Out of curiosity, out of all those top guys at 135 pounds, have you guys sparred together? Have you given any of those, given each other some work throughout the years?
The only guy I sparred up there was Shakur. I sparred Keyshawn, but he was a kid when I first met Keyshawn. He was like 16, so it was different. Like I was just working with him, and we didn't really just get a lot of rounds. But me and Shakur sparred a lot. We sparred a lot of times. So yeah.
How does it feel co-headlining a card with him?
It feel great, man. It feel great because we all was close at one time. We all was like how him and Keyshawn are now. It was all three of us at a point in time. We was all living together and everything. So it's nice to see years later that we all on the same card headlining it. So it's kind of amazing, you know what I mean?
Mhm. Do you think fans are a little too critical of Shakur's performances in recent fights? That there's that, there's a lot of conversation about his fights not being too pleasing for the eye on TV. What is as a professional boxer yourself, do you pay attention to that? And just what are your thoughts overall?
Nah, I don't pay attention to it for me. Like, um, if people was to think that of me, I probably wouldn't, I probably wouldn't care. But um, I think styles make fights, and I think some guys are. I don't know, man. I really don't know, but I understand what they're saying. They want to see a lot. They want to see a little bit more action. They want to see you get hit a little bit, but I feel like they was doing that to Floyd a little bit when he was in his earlier. Nah, I don't know, because Floyd was putting people down as well. But nah, I don't really got no comment on it. I don't, that's, I don't got too much to say about that.
Mhm. What is the kind of performance you're looking to promise on July 6th against Conceição?
Man, I'm looking to go out there and put on a great performance, dominate. Just going there and separate myself from these guys. I'm trying to prove that I'm number one and trying to keep building my fan base and building my catalog. So I'm planning on going out there and just looking pretty.
Absolutely. And we're just a few minutes away from some news breaking with the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. Finally, there's some closure. I don't know if you got a chance to check out all of the happenings on that one. Ryan, it's been overturned to a no contest, big fine, suspension for Garcia for over a year. Obviously, this is for a banned substance. Just what are your thoughts overall in the problem in boxing that has been seemingly never goes away with performance enhancing drugs? What are your thoughts on that? Just having this still being a part of the sport.
Man, I think it's one of them things that we got to take serious. I mean, and I ain't just speaking on Ryan, but just anybody that pop dirty. They need to come out and just say it. Like anybody pop dirty, they need to get lifetime bans because Ryan ain't the first and he ain't gonna be the last. And these guys getting a year off, 6 months off, 2 years off. I mean, it's just a vacation for real. It ain't nothing. So I feel like when they start being serious and they take it to lifetime bans, I think then these guys will stop doing what they're doing.